Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Fazbear Entertainment would like you to put your hands together for the one, the only.
Hello, everybody. You ready to have a good time? I know I am. Cause it's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. For kids, it's #1. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where fantasy meets fun.
Fun not actually guaranteed.
Well, let's meet the band.
Hello everybody and welcome once again to Technofur. And today I have something pretty great to show you. So 2 days ago was the FNAF 10th anniversary as I am recording this, and for the occasion I wanted to show you something pretty great. Unfortunately it's not exactly done yet, so today I'm going to show you instead what I have so far for my real life springlock suit. Are you ready? I hope you are. The first thing I want to show you guys is the springlock torso. So you can see here, basically the last version of the suit, which used this exact head that I'm wearing right now, had a lot of issues with the fur. The fur had visible seams and was all kind of torn off and not really good. So I've decided to give it a brand new fur, a bit more yellowish and more clear. And I've kind of improved the seams as well, so I don't know if you can see, but there's a seam here, and if you cannot see it, then I've made a good job. But I don't think that the fur is what's interesting to you. You can see a bit of the exoskeleton here, so I think you know what I'm going to present. Basically, in this torso, there's the whole springlock devices, you can see here. And I'm going to show you kind of what it does with the springlock. So here you've got a springlock right here. It can open up. I don't have the recoiling mechanisms yet. So here, watch. Yeah, it snaps. It snaps pretty good, Evan. So from up close, this is a springlock rib cage. So you can see it uses torsion springs to build up the forces you apply to it and release them when you need it. And this is where the endoskeleton goes. This little space grabs the endoskeleton firmly like a fist. That's why it kind of looks like a finger or a claw from afar. Look. So basically the outer shell is done with EVA foam that I have cut up into pieces and assembled using contact cement that I've then covered with fur. And on the inside, that's the most interesting part, you've got the whole exoskeleton. So what does it do? Basically this exoskeleton allows for the foam to keep its shape in the first place. And secondly, it allows for the springlocks, like this springlock rib cage, to be held together. To make it more accurate to the game and to the books and to the movie as well, I've added a little zipper in the back that allows for the suit to be opened. So if you look inside, you will see that the suit has got some pivot points here, and the back of it can open. This is made so that you can split it up from the back and then wear it. And one of the interesting parts is the recoil mechanism. You can see here that uses gears and gear ratios that allows for the suit, for the springlocks to be opened and closed. That's something that I will demonstrate in a future video because it's quite a system, to be honest. So how does it work exactly? Well, you've got the endoskeleton that you shove inside of the suit. Hi there. And then once it's inside of the suit, you trigger the springlocks, which like a clamp grabs firmly the endoskeleton. This will allow undoubtedly for the endoskeleton to stay in place, to be stuck inside of the suit and not to move. Now, of course, I kind of see what's coming, like, hey, so is it dangerous? Can it kill someone? The answer is no, and for one simple reason. These spring locks here could be as strong as you want, but there are two reasons.
That's two things.
For why they cannot ever be lethal. First off, the strongest the spring, harder it is to recoil because of all the gear ratios and stuff. So if the spring locks are too strong, you would not be able to recoil them, and then the whole suit will become pretty much completely useless. And second off, the distance. The spring locks are really close to the body, so no matter how strong they are, they need to be fast to deal any real damage. And to be fast, they need to be away from the body, which they are not. So in every case, these spring locks cannot feasibly be harmful to me. They can sting, they can hurt, but they cannot kill me like in the games, movies, and the dozens of other medias that feature spring lock failures. Next up in the showcase, I've removed the mask because it's kind of uncomfortable so far, is the arms. So these arms are remade just like the torso, the legs, etc. in a better fabric. You can see the seams are a tiny bit better than last time, and so this allows your arm to go in there, because there you have your armpit that goes right in. So basically it goes like that. It's the wrong side, yeah, because there's a special side. Basically there's a side where the forearm goes over the arm and another where it stops. So this would be the like this is the elbow, this is the back of my elbow, and this will be the pit right here. I forgot its name, but you'll see what I mean. So basically it goes in that direction, which means that this is the left arm right here. I've also done the gauntlets, or they are not done yet, and this is made without a pattern, but basically with this you have your little hand. I'm going to paint this yellow, but this is all done without patterns, without anything. This is handcrafted. And so here's what it looks like with an arm on. It looks like this with the arm on. Of course they're not painted, they're not done yet, but you can kind of see. Right, so these arms don't feature any spring locks yet, so far. For one simple reason, spring locks in the arm are really hard to figure out. This is easy, it's just a torsion spring, but this doesn't fit inside of an arm. You have to have this kind of round mechanisms that latch onto the endoskeleton, and it's hard to make it both simple and efficient to make. So yeah, it's not done yet, just yet. And now this is the endoskeleton. So it's pretty tall, as you can see. Its legs are made from PVC pipes. There you've got the endoskeleton, there are the servo motors. It's actually backwards. Here, better. So the servo motors can tilt the endoskeleton forward and backward, and left and right, like this. So this endoskeleton is mostly done, kind of, because it's only the torso endoskeleton, the leg and body endoskeleton, so it's not quite done yet. Hello there. But so far it's actually quite simple, because if you look at it, it's just some 3D printed parts here, here, and all of the rest is just some PVC and metal tubes So it's quite easy to produce, really easy in fact, except when you have errors when you print, but that's another issue. And now, of course, you have the legs. I've done the legs, I fur them, I've made the templates, I've printed it for them. They are empty so far, same problem as with the arms. Leg spring locks are a pain to make, and even though there are some kinks with the fabric, it's covered like this, so you can see it. This is a knee pad. It's the exact same piece as the shoulder pad, so there you have it. And basically it just goes over the leg. There's also the hip that you'll be able to see. So the hip are actually a really interesting piece. So you've got your base hip, like any animatronic has. Silly dog. And I've added some sort of darker fabric in there, so that when you wear it, you don't really see the segment between the torso and this. It hides the segment, and it's just like in the FNAF movie, you know, the actors wear that. And there's also this goes over your shoulders. What suit will be complete without the head? Yeah, this is the brand new springlock head, the springlock mask. So if you compare it to, actually I'm gonna do that. If you compare this to my older head, the fur is a bit better. Yeah, I didn't attach the jaw, but the fur, when we compare it, is this is the same as this one actually, but the fur is nicer in quality. Here you can see all of the seams, all of the marks. You also have some, you know, the ears are completely messed up. You can see plastic shining through. The eyes are unstable, but that's for later. And you know, you can still see a bit of the mark where the mask splits down. And you know, it's got a lot of issues. The paint on the teeth is just bad. You know, it's got a lot of issues. And I think with this one, they are kind of resolved. The painting is a little better, right? The nose, well, it's got a little, it's a bit broken here, but it makes an effect that I kind of like. But you know, the seams, there are only 3 seams on this mask, only 3. This one, and this one, and they are not really visible, you know. So it's not really a big deal at all. So you know, it's a bit better than this one. I think it's a neat evolution. It's much better. Silly endoskeleton. What changed in the technique is that for this one I've made patterns, and I didn't really know how to. It's actually what taught me to you know, sewing and all of that. So I wasn't really good at anything like fabric, sewing, etc. when I made this mask. And I've used patterns, which kind of explains all of the different, you know, pieces all over, especially in the back. You know, it's there's a patch missing here, but you know, it's a lot of different parts meeting up at the seams. While here, all I did was put on the fabric, glue it, cut it, sew it, and you've got your suit ready. So it's right. So yeah, this suit is a bit better, I think, when it comes to the fabric.